welcome back to the conclusion of this Victoriana special of Hearthfire Tales. Are you ready? Are you all ready?
Terrified.
Yeah.
No.
Hot damn.
Hot damn indeed. You know what? Before we get into Victoriana, the land of steam, sorcery, and spirits,
That's my favorite category.
let's do a good old roll for recap.
Yay!
Let's all roll our d20s.
Oh no! Oh, D10. No, D10.
20s.
Oh no!
I mean, you can roll a d10 if you
What
want.
I
Well, I'm safe.
I got a 4. Please
got-
tell me someone got lower than a 4.
I got a 6, and I was like, oh, I'm on the hook.
You, the viewer, have been spared my atrocious recap.
You're gonna realize I don't remember anything. Oh no!
Me
So where-
looks at 2 full pages of notes.
Wait,
Yeah.
where did we start off?
The novel
No,
that
wait.
Apollo's been writing here.
We started episode 1 just after having a score at the
We
base
started with the
Yeah.
scrap.
Sorry,
Okay.
episode 2 with the scrap, yeah.
So, oh no. Okay. So,
This is great.
Don't worry, this is why you hired people to help you.
yeah, because you ran the notes. So we kick off episode 2, walking into our library, which is our home, and found it ransacked and ruined by a band of people from the Campbell gang.
Campbell
We kept
Street
saying
gang, yeah.
Campbell Soup.
Apple soup gang, yeah.
Campbell Soup gang. Tam was there, all 4 of him, with a giant dog, which I felt I needed to fight, which was a horrible idea, but we won anyway, not until we found out about Colette, who was the running kind of mastermind behind the Campbell Soup gang. I know it's not soup, but I love it. Little did we know, actually no, lots do we know now, that Will has a strange history with little Colette. So he was very keen to see her again and really wanted that one-on-one time, which was spoiled when he was brought along his chum, Andrew Heimlich. I was going to call you Sir Heimlich.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Sir
His name's
Heimlich.
Sir Heimlich. On the way, though, Sir Heimlich and Will share a lovely little heart-to-heart where Sir Heimlich finds out that Will's mom is actually really sick, and Heimlich offers to pay for her health care. After meeting Colette, Colette explains that this man with a clockwork eye, a cloak, a cane, and a problem has been paying her to kind of keep tabs on all of us and track down Mrs. Hastings. We easily haste our way back, on the way picking up Will's mom and dropping her off at the hospital where her bills are paid and she's going to be safe for the next little while. Back at the gang, we all kind of like drop our little knowledge on each other. Myself and Mr. Heimlich over there decided we don't trust our families, which is an interesting thing that we'll probably get back to later on. Talking about families, I get a letter from my dad saying that this weird cloaked eye one-man show, I presume that's who it is, called Mr. Abacus
Adolphus.
Advance is what I call him.
Advance.
Advance.
Yeah.
Mr. Advance has been helping Colette's guys escape prison, which is kind of strange. We also find out from Gwendolyn in the Thaumaturgy Guild that little Miss Clarice had had a new boyfriend who, Mrack, died. We found this out after the seance. I know, I'm going back. I'm just trying to... I'm on a
You're doing great. You're doing great. You got this. It's a tough job. That's why no one wants it.
We're divulging all this information to each other, and knock, knock on the door. There is Mrs. Hastings ready for a seance. We go over to Seance Lady's house. Mrs. I'm trying to do it without looking at my notes. Mrs. Naomi! Mrs. Naomi offers a soup and a cuddle and a warm place to sit down before she's possessed and tries to kill Mrs. Hastings, at which we quickly free her from the grass. She says, "We bring peace and serenity," which is a big tip for all of us. I think that's what she said.
And she said it like a robot too.
And seek serenity.
And there we go. Even Apollo got it wrong. Which leads us, and also claims that someone has died, and we are super worried about Clarice. After a little bit of a fight over what are we going to do, go visit Clarice and make sure she's safe, go home and rest, or break into the Clockwork Sanctuary, we decide to go home, because what else would we do except sleep? And while we are asleep, we reopen the newspaper the following morning to reveal that Clarice's new boyfriend, Mr. Chadwick, has been found murdered in his home. That ended on our dun dun dun. We all went and got our own actual dinner, and now we're back.
Well done, Beatrice.
That was not
well
bad.
done.
What have I missed?
Well done, ma'am.
Honestly?
I feel pretty recapped.
Yeah,
Now-
that's pretty much it.
Do I get back my point?
No, Apollo,
What
would you
am I
like
supposed
to
to-
fill in the blanks?
A couple key things, but that one was pretty perfect. Couple details.
She didn't get anything wrong, but yeah,
No.
there's probably some things that was left out.
Two things, honestly, were left out. And that was just perfect.
Okay, what was it?
You're so much better than me at everything. So Lady Clarice, we knew that she was fond of thaumaturges. She was also a thaumaturge herself. But because of the drama with her mother, who had been declared a maleficent, she is now actively under surveillance by the Silencius, which is the overseer, the more enforcer side.
Yeah.
of
Silencio
thaumaturges.
Bruno was the name of the guy.
Yeah, it was.
And the other thing that we found out through an aha moment by Beatrix herself is that the blueprints that we found in the attic of Mr. Reginald Hastings' residence were maybe some sort of weird contraption that he didn't finish, but they were from the Sanctuary of the Seekers of Serenity itself. So he may be anchored there because his spirit is still somewhere in the city.
And it is angry and mad and wants revenge. So
He killed his rival.
we are currently back at. Do I recap until the moment we're at, or do you want me to?
Sure, why not?
Okay, we are currently back. We just opened the newspaper. We're going, oh, crumbs. Someone has popped their clogs, and we now have to decide where we're going.
Recap what's going to happen in this
I was
episode.
about to say, if you could just blend the recap with the episode.
Will be done in 5
Let's
minutes.
keep
start
going
again,
as
let's
what
start
you
again.
think is
Okay.
gonna happen.
So what's
recap.
happening right now is Beatrix has opened the newspaper, saw that he's popped his clog, and gone, oh gosh darn it, he's popped his clogs. We should really do something, guys. And that is where we are. Over to you, Dylan.
Perfect. Back over to you guys. What would you like to do?
Oh gosh, he's popped his clogs. We really got to do something, guys.
My God!
Great Scott.
So that means that Lady Clarice is safe. So that is one thing. But that means she could be the problem in general.
Well, she is the common denominator.
That's a
is.
big word for you.
I learned it in the pages this morning, ma'am.
Beatrix!
So I'm really honest, guys. I've swapped from having tea to caffeine, and it's really done something to me.
Who's been pouring you that caffeine?
Donald. Donald is the duck
sorry.
that we got in the last episode.
You overstepped, Donald.
I'm loving this
You
American
can't
way.
give a fuck's coffee.
Oh,
So,
sorry. It was Reginald's favorite. He was a very big fan of coffee.
Donald, leave the room.
Yes.
So, I agree. This does mean that Clarice isn't in danger, but she might be the catalyst for a lot of this hyperactivity.
Yes, if two of your boyfriends die under mysterious circumstances within months of each other, which, by the way, crazy turnaround time to get a boyfriend.
It happens to all of us women.
Have you
doesn't it?
seen her?
No.
I open the picture and I go, that ass. Sorry.
That's a photo of her face.
Exactly. Oh,
And somehow you
Like
can
a
just
face
you can just
that
stare
is
at
I'm so sorry.
You can tell we've been
That
recording
ass.
for a while.
You just open the newspaper and it's just a page of a donkey and be like, that ass belongs to her. That's funny.
Rewind. Look at the photo. She's stunning.
Well, the photo is half broken up, but she has a thing for thaumaturges, I guess.
Well, look, I don't. She lives out of the city. That's a bit of a ride away, and I don't know if I want to. Sorry, I said a little bit of a ride away.
I thought that
and
maybe
I got
this
so
Clarice
giggly.
would be right up your alley, but I saw the way you glowed when that letter came from Gwendolyn.
I like clear communication. I know who it came from, but she went through the extra effort of saying specifically who and her place of work, and all the details were very clearly laid out. I like
Have
that.
you written back to her?
I'm in the process of drafting an extremely long thank you note.
Clarice lives out of the city. It's a long drive away. I'm not sure if we should all go. Look, I understand she's probably a catalyst moment for everything that's been going on, but I really think we should check out the Clockwork Sanctuary.
Yes.
It's been on our to-do list for a while, lads.
It has.
I hate to ask you to pull strings with nobility, but is there any way that you could ask her to come to the city?
She is under strict surveillance.
But is she under house arrest?
Not.
She's not under house arrest, no, but she is under kind of surveillance.
Oh, who's not under surveillance?
I mean,
these
we're
days?
under surveillance.
Sure, here. Donald!
Come back.
Am I allowed back in the room?
Draft this
course,
letter for
Donald.
me, please.
Oh, yes.
Dearest Clarice,
There is Clarice.
I'm very sorry to hear about the
Very
unfortunate
sorry
news
for
of your
unfortunate news.
ex-boyfriend
Ex-boyfriend.
and current boyfriend.
And current boyfriend.
I thought you might like a drink to help you feel better.
Okay.
Please meet me at some fancy,
Yeah.
winery that is there. At what time is it now?
It's like the morning. It's like probably like 10 a.m.
At shall I-
Brunch.
And for
You're invited to
brunch.
brunch.
For brunch. Yes, meet me for brunch, and we will have a few drinks to help clear your mind. You know that the Heimlichs are always there to support you.
So you can send this message, but it might not get to her. You can send a telegram, but it'll sort of get to her in like the afternoon or so.
Can we
so by
spend
the
the-
time,
Can
Why don't the
tap a wire.
Yeah.
We could send a
nothing.
pigeon.
Is it?
Would we like to just go?
Aren't there flying vehicles?
There's a wyvern.
There's a wyvern.
you can.
send a
Okay, I would
wyvern?
say it. She is like a train journey away.
Oh.
So like,
It's not close.
it's not close.
All right, Donald. Why did you write that? Scrap new piece of paper.
Okay.
Dearest Clarice.
Yes.
I'm very sorry to hear that your ex-boyfriend and present boyfriend have passed away so close together.
Well, both ex now.
The Heimlichs are feeling very sorry for you. So, to hopefully take your mind off of the pain, I will be coming to yours for brunch.
Honestly,
bringing-
not
Can
inappropriate
I
to send an
suggest-
advance letter
Yeah.
that you're thinking of visiting. That would be very normal
Could
to
I
do.
suggest a crazy idea? What if you write the letter, then you go to hers, and then just before you get there, you just slip it into the post box? I sent you a letter yesterday that I'd be here today, and then produce
He
the
just
letter.
died.
Beatrice, that is not good etiquette.
Well, it's
You
not
should
gonna-
not arrive purposely with your host not aware.
But you-
What if we made a load of noise coming up the driveway?
Man, I don't think that's how this works.
I think we should go to the
I
club.
clearly have no idea. how
In the
to-
same way that I followed your lead in yesterday, today, I'm losing track of time because you kept me awake for so long.
Not too long ago.
You have a great idea. Send the letter.
Yes, Donald,
Yes. You send. I was gonna say you send a letter announcing that you are intending to visit.
Imply your magic.
Apply you're bringing someone magical. We'll pretend we'll come do magic.
I can.
what?
She wants to hang out with magic
Oh,
people.
and you will be pleased to meet my new compatriots, which will be joining me, including one very tall, very handsome, deep-voiced thaumaturge, which has joined our party.
Talk about his interests.
He has interests in Gwendolyn, mostly. Don't write that.
Donald, start again.
Rip that up. Dearest Clarice, I'm very sorry.
We
Clarice. Okay, you send a message. What? Tell me in short words what do you want to say.
Tell her that we're going to be coming there for brunch.
Yeah.
A late brunch.
Are you mentioning that?
And I'm mentioning that three of my friends will be joining as well, that she would get along with them greatly. She may remember, she may be very pleased to meet one of our old friends that will be a surprise from secondary school. And then that I'm bringing a very tall, handsome, deep-voiced thaumaturge as well.
Can't wait
Will
to
we-
meet him.
Okay. What are you doing in the meantime, or are you sending that and then going?
And then we'll go to the sanctuary.
sanctuary.
Secret
Yeah.
strategy.
I think that's a good plan.
It's a late brunch.
Perfect.
So that's a
A
nice.
very late brunch.
Very late brunch.
Brunch is normally around.
It'll be afternoon tea.
Run to you.
I mean, I'm a
We're
weird
lock brunch.
Perfect. Do you want to nap in the car?
I would love to sleep, please. I do have some good news, though. In all the destruction of the library, the wine survived.
Yep.
I need to talk to you.
That's the last episode.
I need to talk about you about a perceived problem.
Okay.
This wine is
first.
this wine is not ours. We are a museum. We do not keep wine
Can
here.
I, if that's okay, we did research while you guys were having your romance. So I'm wondering if we could go back and look through the knowledge of the Seekers and into the, Clockwork Sanctuary, and that we just know what kind of to expect or how we should behave. Is there anything that space?
I will say you don't need to do research into that. Alistair knows enough to know that it's a church.
Oh.
So if there's something else that you would like to have retcon to say that you've researched in that time, because you did say that you're going to hit the books where they are
100%. The thing that I would want to have looked up was, so Maleficent is a title given to people, but it does sort of serve as an umbrella term to both people that are suspected or actively known to be interacting with pallid ones, and also to people that, with any institution of authority, they can be known to brand people who do not abide by their laws and doctrines as a Maleficent. So is Lady Clarissa's mother actually working with pallid ones in that sense of Maleficent, or was she branded a Maleficent for going against the Illuminati?
Right. Give me an investigation check. I will say you can roll it with advantage because you know what you're looking for. And so you're kind of looking through old newspaper articles and kind of stuff like that. But you've been kind of guided from your knowledge of the gossip. Then that was 20.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. You know that the reason Clarice is under supervision is to basically to help determine if the pact and the deal that her mother made has not had a lasting effect on her, and that she hasn't been caught up in it. Seemingly what happened is that her mother had fallen so far into her vices and her urges that she attracted the attention of a pallid one. It's a little murky and not fully known the exact ins and outs of it, but it led to the death of Clarissa's father, as well as the mother herself. And basically, Clarice was then put under supervision to be okay, if the mother and the father were killed as a result of this pact that was made, is she in danger, or has maybe the pact transferred to her? If she starts using magic, is she going to be...
Will she inherit
the curse? Will she inherit the danger? And basically, I will say as well, kind of you would know that she is not actively practicing thaumaturgy herself. She is a thaumaturgist, she's licensed, but because of this investigation in the Silencious, she's basically under you're not allowed to do thaumaturgy because it's too dangerous for you.
Yeah.
And that is why she values proximity to thaumaturgists,
That's what
potentially.
That would be a very good guess, yes.
Can I have researched Adolphus Vance?
You get absolutely nothing.
There's no evidence of him.
The only reason you know his name is from your father, and even your father was just said...
No one knows anything about him.
In the government.
And is there any way that I think it's a code, a correct code name for someone who's...
That you can give me an investigation check on.
Okay. I do get advantage, I think, on it. Which I'm going to need. Nope, not one. That's okay. It would have been a 6, so it wouldn't have been that high.
This person is... I'm going to say a ghost. I don't mean as in a literal ghost, but he might as well not exist.
And then while I'm also doing that, going through records of photos of the political changeovers, anything that I have, even my family photos of my parents' wedding that might potentially have a man with a cloak and a clockwork eye or a patch. So he's
within that one, you get nothing.
Yeah, so he's just non-existent. I'm just
Beatrix.
Yes.
I had a bit of an idea.
Sorry, I'm going to jump in for a second. I'll remind you do have your trivia points have reset today.
Oh,
if you would like
can
to
I use a trivia point then?
If you would like.
I would like to use a trivia point on that roll that was really, really bad.
Yeah. You are now certain he does not exist as a person. He is
a fake name.
Maybe not a fake name. It might be a fake name, but he clearly has influence. He clearly has power, but it has it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
just that you can't find anything, it's that
Redacted.
Been removed.
redacted, removed.
Yeah.
Something is
He's too high up in certain.
something is keeping him under wraps.
Okay.
Beatrix, I had a bit of an idea.
Of course.
Now, when we go to this, you all will be wanting to do quite a bit of investigating around this church. This church that is seemingly, potentially watching us. Watching you in particular. And has, from what you have reported, Will, have photographed you, have seen where this little band is going, things like that.
Yes.
So it could put us in a bit of danger. But I was thinking, the Illuminat, who is, more okay with using magic and things like that, they are more prominent in government and in the royalty a bit. They have a bit more control. So, it is well known that my eldest brother has passed on, and that I am expected to be taking over the family business. So if instead it is announced that I am arriving to potentially join the church, that the Heimlichs would potentially be aligning with the Seekers of Serenity, that would keep them all quite distracted while you all did your investigation. And I am well equipped at sitting in boring meetings.
Would you not believe you don't want to take over?
I don't.
Would it be potentially a trap that you end up getting stuck there if you announce that you potentially might be taking over and going to visit? Are you okay to take that risk?
It would keep you out of harm's way, and it would allow you all to be able to complete the investigation much more promptly. And besides, I already have a well-written, well-established reason to be leaving to go out to Lady Clarissa's for brunch.
Sounds like a very good idea.
So a very important time to be leaving, lest it be seen quite unusual for Sir Heimlich to be missing his next appointment.
Suits me.
With us as your retinue. So
It's
we
a cover
have
for.
a small security there that unless they want to draw unwanted attention,
They can't.
they have to let us leave.
Exactly. That would be my thoughts on quite a good way to get you all to be able to investigate, and I will just be stuck hearing about the benefits of the church and how they would align with my father's business.
So I'm like, do you have any younger siblings?
Legitimate or not?
Legitimate.
No, it was just my brother and I.
Well, you're very kind. You'd be a great brother. Older brother.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so
That actually sounds like a whopper plan.
you're all heading to the Clockwork Sanctuary, and you're making a big deal about it.
Yes, I would have probably hired a private coach because Donald, who is known as being
To direct a link to.
I don't want him announcing me, but I would need announced. If there's time, I don't know how long it would be,
Well-
but to get Carlton.
I could announce you. I'm a pro.
But they
You're also
have
known
photographed you.
We're
Oh, I
all
could change my hat.
You can change your
We're
hat.
all on record, so it might be best if.
True.
And also, I'm going to need you and your hat abilities when we sneak in, because you with a hat on gives us bonus to sneak in.
Yeah.
Cool.
So just hire someone just to arrive, announce.
What a brave sacrifice!
Like, announcing Sir Andrew Heimlich.
Yeah, so like you do that, you get a random person, essentially like an announcer for hire to come in, go in. Like it's a relatively small sanctuary. It's kind of tucked amongst different businesses. You wouldn't really see it, except for the fact they've got lots of signs. They're clearly like very welcoming and trying to get people in. And there is like a sculpted relief of like a globe that's like ringed by a cogwheel outside of it, with like cogwheel suns and stuff like that. They're really into cogwheels here. That's their entire thing. And you see that like it's like a 2-story building, and like the middle floor has been removed so that there could be a huge asterium, like one that like dwarfs the one that Reginald was building. And you see that like there's a couple of people around, and there's like clearly someone who's like important. They're just like tending to it and like doing some like essentially priestly duties. And as you get announced, she looks up and she's like, "Oh my, this is quite an intrusion. Very, very unexpected. Yes, please come in. Sir Heimlich, did I hear that correct? Please,
Yes.
come in."
That's correct. And you are?
Oh, my name's Pfeiffer Patience. Patience Anderson.
Patience Anderson. What is the title?
I'm a Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer. Oh. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank you. What brings you here?
Well, you see, and I say in kind of a boomy voice so that way if there's anybody else in authority around. You see, the Heimlich family working, with Scotland Yard, with the prisons and whatnot, it seems that those that end up behind bars have a much higher rate of working with thaumaturgy, but it seems that the advancements in technology are what make our prisons safer.
Oh, I completely agree.
Keep the populace safe in general. Now, I'm wondered, why has the Heimlich family not stated, we've always been somewhat aligned with the Illuminati, but that doesn't seem like a strong enough fist. Seems that could be the problem that my father has had, is not being strong enough on crime and not stopping it at the heart of it, which seems to be the thaumaturgy in general. And I would like to talk to you about potential, or whoever, I'm not sure if you are the correct one, but the lot of you that would be involved about the potential partnering of the Heimlich family and the Seekers of Serenity.
I am the owner of this particular sanctuary. We in the Seekers of Serenity, we believe strongly in order, and so keeping these streets safe and the city safe is incredibly important to us. And it is part of our dogma that we can go out and be the thing with the luminous host is that there are many voices, and it is important that each of these voices be listened to, and in an orderly fashion, that we may bring everything together. But what one person hears is not the same as others. So ourselves and the Seekers of Serenity are scattered amongst the land, trying to each interpret it in order that we may seek serenity together. And as you said, stop the cataclysm, because that's what all those naughty thaumaturges are going to do when they keep casting their spells. So,
very intriguing.
I'm very happy to have you here. Please, would you like to see?
Yes, please. I would love a tour, and perhaps we can go into your chamber and have a big discussion about potential partnerings. And I would like to hear the opinion of some of your clergy as well. I see some of them scattered about here. If you would like to bring them with us.
No, I'm actually the only clergy member here. This is my own. This is my own. I'm building my own venture that I've taken upon myself. I will admit we've only a couple of hundred people who gather here on a weekly basis or so, but we are growing, and with your patronage and your support, we'd be heavily poised to have a greater influence and really save the world. Because we are going to save the world.
Indeed. Now that's the type of spirit that matches up with the Heimlich family motto perfectly.
While this is happening, I presume we're doing the, dun-dun, coming in while they're all kind of distracted.
Yeah, I'm using my striking as well.
Yes, and she's fully in being like, oh, if you're going to be like, if I have a noble on my side, this is like huge for the movement, but. Yeah, she's like, this is our Astarium. We use this to meditate and ruminate on the machinations of the universe and how everything works together in a harmonious order. We're very happy. Look, these are our entropy inhibitors, and she's kind of showing you everything works. Yeah. And basically, and you notice this, Alistair. In particular, if you ever try to use your telepathy here, it is like dull and grey, as if you're in like the pea super of like this like magical smog that is in London. But you're not detecting any magic from it. They have some sort of device that is interfering with any thaumaturgy here. And she's like, absolutely happy. It's like, oh, we can go down into the tranquil room. That's where, all of the real study and, if you want some tranquility happens, that's down in the basement. I could show you that if you'd like.
Absolutely, please.
Excellent.
Is there a room that looks like it's kind of closed off where I could find the blueprints or more blueprints?
You, really the kind of the main things here is this, everything has been opened up to have this huge clockwork astarium.
Okay.
It is there's just a huge whirling amount of cogs and spheres. It's almost like a model universe, a solar system kind of a thing, and there's one door where she's actively leading down to something called the tranquil room. But she's like, yes, we can go down here. I've got all of my literature and scripture down here. I can show you. I can maybe recommend some books to get you started.
Yeah, just anything she's saying, I'm happy going
We
on.
might want to go down there. That might be where we want to swoop.
Are you guys actively trying to hide, or are you kind of just happy to go along as part of?
Well, I feel
Sir
like if
Heinrich's
we go
revenue?
along with part of it, that's we're wasting the distraction, right?
I think we're kind of sneaking. I want to touch the thing. No, don't. Never mind. Take that back. That seems like a bad idea. Just because I don't know enough about the magic world. Kind of scares Beatrix.
Yeah.
Particularly because of her brother and everything. She just completely.
You would also know that the likelihood of you finding magic in here is infinitesimal.
It's tiny. So I wouldn't be that looped in with the Seekers either. So I feel like I see this giant spinning orb, but I'm like, how do you use it? Do you just sit under it or do you touch it? Is kind of how my brain would go.
Yeah.
I think I see Beatrix is looking a little bit confused. I'll say, how are you finding things in here? You feeling okay? You nervous?
I don't like not knowing, It makes you feel small.
That's my whole thing. Yes.
You know a lot more than me.
My whole area, my whole field of study really is these different attitudes towards magic. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. This is my work.
I sometimes wish I studied more this sort of stuff than people.
I wish I studied people more than this stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen you interact with everyone, and you're so incredible. You can just tap into that connection and make them listen to you, trust you, be comforted by you.
But what if you don't? I'm worried about leading people wrong because I don't.
At least you lead people.
Everything's easy in books to an extent where it's words on a page and you can read them and understand them. But when you're not so well versed, you're kind of flying blind. It's like having an empty book and everyone's expecting you to read pages and I don't even know what page to start on because there's nothing in the book. And then what if I lead them down the wrong road? Or what if someone gets killed? Or what if, and then I think Beatrix just starts divulging into a little spiral of panicking, realizing that she's brought all these people into, we fought a dog.
Before you get too loud in this space, I'm just gonna pull you aside. Probably if it's a sort of temple-y setup, I assume there are big columns that are supporting going up to.
Yeah, they've had to put in supports to take
Carry
for the fact that they've removed one of the floors essentially.
So I think I'm just gonna bring you to the shadow of one of these, and standing up close, you notice I'm tall. I'm a Grogak. I'm a solid 7-8 foot tall.
And I'm 5 foot on a good day.
And I just sort of kneel down and I say, hey, just breathe. It's gonna be all right. Okay? Books are easy once you understand their systems. Magic, thaumaturgy, and this are not that different at all. It's all just a matter of gears interlocking, shifting, pushing against each other, creating waves of pressure that you can control and understand. And once you understand them, you can manipulate them. People are chaotic and wild, unpredictable, and not always pleasant. And it takes someone with real talent to be able to enter a situation and make everybody listen to them. That's what you do. That is more impressive than any etheric bolt or effect that I can conjure.
Alistair, what if I get it wrong? What if we get to this point and like right now, I don't know what to do. And they're going to need answers and I can't provide them. How do I look them in the eye?
I think whenever I run into a wall in my research, I always just remind myself of why I'm doing this, why I'm even engaging with the questions. And there's a passion there. And I think for you, that passion might just be love and wanting to be connected.
Yeah.
And I think you can do that wonderfully. And I think that William is incredible. And if you told William today, I don't know what to do, he would tell you that you'll figure it out given enough time.
Alistair, you say you're not good with people, but I'm pretty sure you're good with this one.
No, books, study. Being a part of this has been really great for me. The staff in the hall are lovely, but I don't know that they. I think the time that I've spent with you three is the most time that I've spent with people since my parents went on expedition. And quite honestly, I think that they go on so many so that they don't have to spend time with me.
I don't think that's true. I think that if I would take a guess, they just see how brilliant you are and don't know how to live up to be just as brilliant as you. So they've got to go on all these crazy adventures so that they can relate to how creative and talented you are. And I know it can be strange having three friends, but it's kind of like having a weird, odd little family. I mean, I might not be the biggest fan of Andrew, but I've grown to really see him as an annoying big brother. And Will is like a protective dad that I didn't even know I wanted, but now I've got him, I kind of don't want to let him go. And you're like someone you're like the glue that holds this family together. Like, we're all chaotic and we're all like those people you talk about. We're all firecrackers and you're just strong earth and you're the ground we stand on. I don't think I could have done any of this without you. And to be honest, if you weren't here, I probably would be a puddle crying in front of some weird spinning orb with some weird seeker looking at me praying for my soul. I don't know.
And I think that if it wasn't for that dog sitting on you, you could have done all of this yourself.
I nearly had that dog.
You nearly had that dog. You're strong.
I just missed by. we should.
Well, no more than hair, but you've got this.
So do you.
Okay. So
can I just hug him?
That's me.
I don't even come up to you like I'm short compared to.
Your full stomach kind of just go.
Thank you, Alistair.
I just curl around you. I say, okay, do you want to go with... calling him Andrew feels weird when he bankrolls half of my job.
Okay.
With Mr. Yeah, I'll drop the sir. You know what? I'm going to be adventurous. I'll drop the sir. With Mr. Heimlich, I think I'm going to try take a page out of your book and talk to people.
And I don't know what I want to do, and that's okay. So I might follow behind you, so I don't have to make any decisions for a little bit.
Perfect.
So we're going to go talk to people?
I want to pick up a rock.
Yeah, you can, you're going outside for one? Or?
Yeah, I'll just go out and get a rock.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Thanks, I'll pocket it.
That rocks.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and Pfeiffer Patience has brought you down into the Tranquil Room. And you see that there's like a lot of, basically like a mini library down here. And there's like loads of books of like different subjects down here. It's like brightly lit with electric lights. It's covered with like mats and sitting pillows. There's like, again, cogs, just cogs everywhere.
Cogs.
But down here, there's like cogs with like angels on them and stuff like that. And as well, like there's like the walls, and you kind of get the feeling that this is like, the cog is what protects things, because on the outside there's all these like horrific demon entities painted on the walls, as if the cog is the only thing that's protecting them. And she's like, yes, so here is all of our literature. Is there anything you'd like to read about in particular?
Oh, this is absolutely so intriguing. And so many different topics here. I would absolutely love to know which topic really got you into this religion as much as it has?
Oh, I mean, I just think it's all about saving people's souls is the most important thing and preventing the cataclysm. I just honestly think it's the only thing that has to happen. And we need to make sure that, again, those naughty thaumaturges are not doing their filthy magic. They're not pulling on forces of entropy and delving into chaos and making things happen. That's not good. We must be venerable to the Radiant. We must adhere to the words of the Luminous Host. And if you ask me, the Illuminati are just not doing enough about it.
Now, I have a question for you. Because in my line of business, what we do is, unfortunately, we stop the criminals after they have committed the crime.
Mm-hmm.
Where you all seem to be much more focused on stopping the crime before it's committed.
Yes.
Would you be able to divulge to me? I know this is a bit early in our business arrangement here, but would you be willing to divulge to me what your plans are? How you intend to stop the thaumaturges?
Oh, well, that's an interesting question. I just think that, it's about capturing the hearts and the souls of everyone and making them understand that what they're doing is going to literally break the world. I don't think I can stress this enough. The world is going to end if the magic keeps happening, so all the magic should stop. And, I've only been at this for about a year or so, but I've been very lucky to have, found this location and I get this set up. Real stroke of luck in that. But, as I said, we've only had a small participants here, but of those who come, we have some people who are very devoted to the cause, and I think with the power of them...
One quick second, sorry.
Yes.
This cataclysm.
Yes. The one that's going to end the world.
Yes. As you've said, yes.
It's coming.
When?
Oh, very soon.
Is it?
Yes.
And do we have evidence of this?
Oh, many evidence. She starts pulling down books. Like, look at all of these reports and things that are happening. Just like so many books where she's just like, I think, I'll tell you.
Sorry. The look you can just got me.
I'll tell you what.
Yes?
You seem like you're very interested in this.
I am indeed.
How would you like to help me start a new cataclysm?
What?
Well, you see, the cataclysm is coming.
Yes.
And we all know that. And the thaumaturges and the Illuminati, all they're doing is delaying the inevitable. I think we should just
make it happen. The thaumaturges were causing it.
Yes.
Now they're delaying it.
Yes, but the Illuminati are delaying it, the thaumaturges are causing it.
I see.
Even any sort of control on them is still delaying and causing it.
But you want a new cataclysm?
I just think that we should just get it all over and done with. My God!
At this point, I think we've snuck down the stairs to be like, what's going on down here? I think we've not walked in on this conversation, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm like old school hiding in the stairwell, like back.
We're downstairs. There's no lights down here, right?
No, there's full lights. It's all electric lights. And she's showing it. He's like, look, these are all accounts of the world before the last cataclysm. How great it was, and like. Some of this is hogwash. Some of it's very speculative. It's not possible to have records before this time. But she's fully in, and she's like, no, humanity it's forgetting the lessons of the past, and it's I think the time is imminent to really bring it about. That's where I'm at. That's my cards on the table.
It took us this long to get here.
Religiously, that's where I'm at. That's my cards on the table. Like Lord with evangelical and just being what's your deal? Like, well, everything's bad.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, well, I mean, as I said, it's small steps, and I just think that we should probably start with, taking down the thaumaturges, get rid of the guilds. They're
genocide.
Oh, no, just making sure that no one is casting out the spells. Get rid of the guilds so no one can teach it anymore.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
And then?
Well, the genocide happened after.
I see. I had a feeling exactly the next
Because it
step.
wouldn't be a specific genocide. It would just be another cataclysm.
I see. I wasn't sure how many steps there were between shutting down
Just
schools.
stop the
and
magic and the world.
murdering everyone.
I'm so confused.
To-do list, close school, end the world, crawfish.
Is the cataclysm something that they did themselves?
It's something that this
yes.
particular person wants to bring
Like,
in.
it's,
Yeah,
like,
right?
it's not like a comet that came down and, raced the dinosaurs.
By all doctrine and teaching, the uninhibited and unbridled use of magic caused a cataclysm and ended the civilization centuries ago.
Okay, so she wants to just be like, YOLO, let's do it again. But like,
She wants a big reset.
You see, every time the wheels turns, that we go through the cataclysm again.
so she wants to go,
Oh, no,
let's
wait, that's
just
a
speed
different
this
book.
wheel up and then just, kill a bunch of people.
Basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Cool.
But you're not getting like a sinister, I want to kill people.
She's
It's,
just like,
it's more like, this is inevitable, let's
This
take it
needs
into
to
control.
happen.
This
My
needs to
head should be
happen.
like
Let's
Mary
get it over
Poppins.
with.
Basically, yeah.
It's standard apocalyptic religious belief where it's like, hey man, if it's gonna happen, may as well happen now.
So it's going to happen, and we need to be at peace with that. We need to prepare ourselves. We need to find serenity in that.
Do other people think this as well?
Well, it's a whole
Sorry, this is-
group. So kinda.
Like if
Like-
it's everyone, then
No, this isn't the general belief. This is this particular set of people.
Oh yeah.
No,
And
I did
even
want to mention
more so, this particular
The
person
person.
seems a little
Got it.
more
She's
unhinged.
very into it.
I kind of love it. She kind of reminds me of, the from in my head, Sound of Music. Like, how do you solve a problem like Maria? Style, just like, let's kill everyone. It's like that image, that word.
So, as I mentioned to you upstairs, I would have to leave. I only had a bit of time because I'm having to meet a friend for a late brunch later. And you see, it was speaking with her and her acquaintances that got me interested in your little church in the first place.
Oh,
So you
interesting.
see, a few months ago, I was having dinner with Lady Clarice Dashingham and her boyfriend at the time, Reginald, and he had mentioned
Reginald.
and he had mentioned that he thought it was quite interesting here. Now,
Oh, Reginald was one of I haven't seen him for a little while now, but since
I haven't either. Lady Clarice seemed to have finished her time with him.
Oh, yes. No, I was aware of that. They've been broken up for quite a while. I actually met him. He was having a very hard time of it, and I chanced upon him in one of the nearby drinking establishments. He seemed very down on his luck, and I thought, here's someone who maybe is seeking serenity. And I went and I struck up a friendship. He has been a faithful member of the congregation here. He's been an excellent student, and yes, a lot of time for Reginald. He took great solace in his time here, and couldn't ask for a better person as an example of what is possible in renouncing all of that nasty thaumaturgy business.
I haven't seen him since dinner with Clarice. Is he still around here? Will he be stopping by?
Oh, well, I saw him last week. He might be stopping by. But as I said, if he was at dinner with Clarice, that must have been months ago. They are broken up since before I met him.
As you know, you may have heard, I've been a bit busy with my father's business, and I've not been able to keep up with the
I
hot goss
understand.
as I used to.
I understand. That's okay. But look, I've hopefully you can
Purposely playing a bit dumb with her here.
Hopefully you can meet him again. And as I said, I welcome any financial support. I was very lucky to get financial support in securing the rent for this space. It's very expensive rent here, but
Oh, you already have a partner.
oh yes, well, it was not so much a partner, but there's a member of our clergy. He comes and goes, but he was very grateful in actually instrumental in securing this location. I couldn't have done it without him.
Brilliant. Now, who would this be? Because
Oh, Mr. Vance, he's fantastic.
Mr. Vance. Oh, I see. Is this Adolphus or his father?
Oh yes, no, Adolphus, do you know him?
Not well. My father mostly has the dealings there.
Oh, you're very lucky. He's a very generous man.
Indeed. No, that would be great. So he stops by from time to time.
Oh yes, he usually makes most of the sermons here.
And when is the next sermon? I've lost track of the days. I've not been sleeping.
Oh, it will be in a couple of days, 2 days time from now.
I see. Very interesting.
Okay, so while you're having this conversation with her about Vance and stuff, what are the rest of you all doing?
I think we're on our way down. I'm in the stairwell. Are you guys with me?
Yeah, I would have gone along with you wherever.
So we're in the stairwell going down into the room. We've heard this bit of the conversation. I think I'm going to go in and kind of give the like casual little nod to be like maybe move her up the stairs, and we can maybe investigate that room. Does that suit everyone?
Sure. Yeah, I think if there's not anybody else in a position of authority upstairs, I would want to go to where the records are and the blueprints, because I'm thinking back to Reginald's attic, and with my eidetic memory, I can remember that the blueprints bore the mark of the Seekers of Serenity. So I want to go to wherever they have blueprints in this building to see if anything matches up.
Yeah.
So with her bringing that up about like the financing and how he paid for the financing of it, I basically say that I'd like to have a look at, how much that initial investment was, how much it took to get this up and running, what the maintenance costs are, etc. How about we go up to your office?
Yeah, so she kind of brings you up to the office and you basically just keep her busy for a while.
Okay, let's investigate.
Yeah, do you want to roll me up some investigation checks? Is there anything in particular? The only real thing down here to look at is the books.
I would like to look into the books of like what they expect, how people expect to survive the cataclysm, or like what they might have record-wise in that regards.
Yeah, that works.
Because we had the theory that there's a potential, like that they've put Reginald's soul is somewhere, and the aha moment of earlier with his soul is somewhere. It potentially could be in something like
some sort of anchor. So we need to get an idea of what the
that
anchor is.
could be potentially a robotic. I don't know what the word you guys use.
Automaton.
There we go.
Automaton. Yeah,
automaton kind of, and
I'm terrified that he's actually just put him in Big Ben.
yeah. Well, throwback brain. I have the same thing you do, that type of memory, and like the seance and and when she was talking out, the voice she used and everything was kind of a little bit robotic-y, which I was like, oop, potential could be a thing.
Yeah,
and I think after talking to you more about,
give me either academics or investigation checks as you're having this conversation and looking through the books to see what's going on.
I'm going to do academics.
Purely for a mechanics reason, to show off like the different skills and stuff. Is there any chance that I could do this as a sciences check? It doesn't change my modifier at all, but it's just because I want to be zeroing in on the because we have that theory of what if it's in a mechanical anchor, and I want to look at the blueprints specifically to see if there are any modifications to the standard. What was it's like terrarium?
The Astarium?
The Astarium. Thank you, Jesus. I want to see.
Not Jesus, but I try.
I like that theory, but I can't go off it until I have something that shows that maybe there's like a modified Asterium diagram or something that could
roll
be
me.
done here.
You can do sciences. You can do academics.
I did academics. I got 17. I think Apollo, your chat to me has made me roll better. So 17 for academics. With a sparkle up.
So with a 17, what did you get on your?
I got an 18 in sciences.
Okay, 18 in sciences. These two things are going to be somewhat contradictory, maybe in what you guys, infer from it. But there is nothing magical about the mechanics of these blueprints that he was working on. They seem it was purely just on the up and up of it is a clockwork Astarium. Zero magic whatsoever.
Not even magic, just modifications.
Not even modifications. It's just straight up normal. On the opposite side of the room, though, you're looking through these books, and you're trying to think of like things that could be like for like vessels, automatons, that kind of things like that. And you come across a book, and basically, in some of these more kind of propaganda-heavy, speculative works about, ancient times. There are some writings that claim that there have been instances where the Radiant, which is a faction of the Luminous Host, utterly devoted to order and are like paragons of serenity. So like really like, the foundation of the Seekers of Serenity dogma, that the Radiant has granted a spirit what's called a Vengeance Vessel, which are creatures of fire and metal that are relentless, almost unstoppable, and will continue until their thirst for vengeance is satisfied. What everything that's coming through is vengeance and like anger and vengeance, not so much like the cleansing part of like a cataclysm.
So this could potentially mean that he had a lot of he was going through a breakup, obviously. He was emotionally all over the place, probably felt used by Clarice, if that's the storyline we're kind of finding. He gets found by the church. He's obviously weak and down in his luck. They kind of convert him to their religion. He's still filled with rage when he passes on. They put his soul into one of these vengeance machines to allow him to continue his vengeance-y, or whatever the word is. He obviously doesn't like his mum, so his mum would be very much a target. I don't think Clarice might be as much of a target. I think there could be a chance that Clarice broke up with him because he's not actually a noble, and she can't be with someone like that. And it gives him more fuel to not like his mum. Now, I mean, I could be wrong, but it might give him more fuel to hate his mother, knowing that he could have been with Clarice if he was more noble. Then that vengeance is misdirected to us because we think, oh, obviously he must hate Clarice, but actually he loves her so much that he wants no one else to have her and he wants to protect her soul, and he can't have her because his mum never let him be that nobility. So his mum might be the target more than Clarice, but I think Clarice knows more than
What a creep of a guy.
I think Clarice might know a little bit more about why he has such vengeance, because there's nothing dictating or kind of stating that his vengeance would be on her. He was broken and sore, not mad. Yeah. I think there's something about how they broke up which might push him further to the edge of wanting to kill his mother.
I will say, yes, his mother is a target. Immediately when she started dating this new guy, he killed him. Most likely
jealousy.
Yeah.
If he has been put into a vengeance vessel and her new boyfriend dies, that matches up fairly well. We could maybe take his attention away from his mother if we make him believe that she's seeing some other thaumaturge.
Yes.
I don't like suggesting this.
I wish I was down there for you saying that right.
Obviously, I share what I read about the Vengeance Vessel.
Yeah.
And with the Vengeance, what's stopping them from turning his vengeance on thaumaturges? Like, think about it. I've got this man who's able to kill literally anyone with a giant monster machine made of fire and iron.
Well, I might be setting a trap for this monster, so let's not be too dramatic with how powerful it is.
If I was, going to cause a cataclysm, having a killing machine full of vengeance, if I could tailor that vengeance to not like a specific type of person, I could utilize that to my advantage. So I think whoever's created him, because someone must have created him. There's no way this man on his own magically was like, I'm going to turn myself into a thing.
So Vance?
I think Vance might have created this monster with the intention of using it as his own kind of control. Now, Vance, I can't find a single record of this man ever actually breathing or being alive or being anywhere, but he just haunts everything we do.
Well, if I were Vance and I wanted a vengeance-ridden automaton hitman, it would have to be fueled by some great motivation, i.e. vengeance. And you could channel that and target that quite concisely by arranging meetups as we are with your jilted lover. So could it be that Clarice is working directly under Vance and basically going around dallying with people she wants or Vance wants taken off the field?
I would also agree, and if they're all part of a specific, nobility, there's a chance that that's the target audience. let's say you're a nobleman and you want to get higher in the nobility, you normally have to wait for someone to die or retire, and neither of those things happen very often. So what if you can just pluck them off one by one?
Well, who was Chadwick? What threat did Chadwick?
The only person who knows all of that kind of stuff is Andrew, and he's upstairs stuck with that very eccentric religious human. So I vote we grab what we need to here. We'll go up and grab him, and maybe you can finish doing your research, Alistair, if you need more time. And on the way over, we'll debrief. But I'm pretty sure you're right. Who was Chadwick or Shazwick, whatever his bloody name is?
Chadwick.
There you go,
Chadwick.
Yeah.
And I think our key to finding out who that is Andrew.
Very good.
That's where the team
I also think I still want to find whatever is anchoring Reginald
I think
here.
the anchor is not.
You think
think-
it's the automaton body
I think the
itself?
autonomous body itself is the anchor, and I think his spiritual anchor could be.
Rage.
Well, if
the
it's
girl.
being-
What's the girl's name?
Lady Clarice.
That woman. I
Perfect.
think his physical anchor is this automaton, and his emotional anchor could be Clarice.
Sorry, then let me rephrase.
Heart and soul.
If heart and soul, there you go. If
This is a real case we have on our hands, lads.
I don't know if it was, but if that vengeance vessel was constructed here, I'd very much like to find some evidence of that.
Yeah, I agree.
While you're kind of looking around for anything that could have constructed this, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ooh, that's real good. 22 with my
High
jack
five,
traits.
robotic man.
So, yeah, at 22, you basically have been letting the two nerds nerd out.
Yeah, I've not had much input here.
You've not had much of it. Instead, you've been doing what you do best, and you're scanning for threats. You're scanning for anything out of the ordinary here. And as much as, everything is leading towards this vengeance machine, this vengeance vessel, nothing around is giving you anything. And you start thinking maybe there's a secret passageway here. You're knocking on all the walls. You're so sure you're going to find anything. But then Adrian, everything's buttoned up here. Nothing seems out of place. And this whatever has happened is nearby, but it's not in this room, and it doesn't seem to be up the top anywhere. There's no kind of indication of this.
Could I do a street-wise check, or any check, to be honest, to see if I would know the area well enough to know if there was a giant space that could be used to construct something like this?
Specifically, I think something with a furnace or some kind of
Furnace,
ironworks, because it was of steel and fire.
And I feel like
right?
someone rich like a Vance or an Andrew might be able to help with this role or situation, because I really think we just need to get Andrew. Because I think bring the team back together, you know what I mean? Power Rangers unite. But I think if we can find where this is built, it could be also the anchoring spot. If we do, can I ask if we get an aha moment, dear Papa Dylan? Just a little we're on the right track before we get in the car and start driving.
I'll kind of...
Not you asking for validation via mechanics.
Do you know what? Sometimes you
too.
need to do what you got to do, okay?
I get it.
Daddy Dylan help me.
I will give you this aha moment. You still have to use spend a plot die for it, though.
Oh.
But you start thinking along those lines, but then you realize someone with the power and influence that Vance seems to have, could build this thing anywhere, but transport it also anywhere.
So why is it anchored here? Am I missing something dramatic?
Said
Yes.
nearby.
Do you want to use an aha moment?
I do want to use an aha
Roll a
moment.
plot die.
It's 8. It doesn't matter that that's a high roll. I just want you to know that I rolled
Write it
it
down
So
on
you-
the thing.
on my D8.
Yeah, reduce your plot points by
There's
8.
nothing to your help. I'm going to die.
The thing that you've missed and that you kind of think, however, by the rules of aha moments, this aha moment comes to you, assuming you guys have left and are heading towards Lady Creases. Is that, am I correct?
Yeah, I think
That's
we've
where
just
you're...
gone and been
That's what we're going to do.
we've done also
There's one more thing I want to do when I'm in there then.
Okay,
Okay.
but then you will get an aha moment when you leave.
Okay, well, I'm going to do one more thing
cashed it in.
before we go out the door.
Yeah.
okay. Put the rock down.
No, but it does involve the rock. This whole place is made of gears.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to what I can identify as the crucial linchpin area of gears.
Yeah.
I'm just going to shove the rock in.
Give me an intelligence check to see if you can a sciences check to see if you can.
I would because I think it would really stick it to them. I'm going to stick it in the gears in the entropy inhibitors.
So if you want to interfere with entropy inhibitor, by all means you can do that, but that's kind of they're separate little gizmos in each of the corners of the room that are kind of emitting this like
Stick
mist.
it in the giant orb in the middle.
But if you
I want to upset the orb, basically.
Okay, give me a sciences check.
That's not going to go well for anyone. What's that? An intelligence
We're like
check?
on our way to find Andrew, and I'm like, have you seen where Will is?
Meanwhile, I'm in there
It's a
like-
7.
No, so yeah, you can't make it. This is like thing is so incredibly intricate. The best you can do is kind of like lodge it into like one of like the outer radial parts that does stop some movement,
It seems to run on some kind of electricity.
and you are able to kind of stop a little bit of it. And as like Andrew is kind of coming down from or coming out of the office, and you see patients being like, oh my days, I must immediately tend to this. And she starts like, she seems really worried and starts trying to like see what's going on.
Let's get out of here.
Man,
Yes,
they don't like when you upset the cogs.
As you're traveling out and you're kind of think back to, like plans of a city you've seen or anything that you've seen as you're going out, that aha moment comes to you of understanding that like there's nothing in the immediate vicinity, that there's no like big iron works or anything like that. Your aha moment would be like anything that's made has to be nearby, or wherever this festival is probably has to be nearby, because that's where the spirit is anchored to, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean that because he has such influence he could have made this anywhere and bought it. He has the means, he has seemingly unlimited means from what you can tell.
I hate this fans.
And your aha moment, as we're kind of talking this through, is that, and this kind of happens as you guys are pulling up to the Dashing estate. You think, of course, it has to be nearby. You had gone down into the basement, and you're so sure that nothing was there. You fully checked everything, but sewers run everywhere. And if you were something that was trying to stay hidden, the sewers would be a great bet and would be directly underneath. That would not tip off the people in the place. And you also think, as Andrew's kind of explaining what she had said to Vance, or about Vance, that Vance had, pretty much specifically picked this spot for it. So whatever Vance is doing is because it's there, but it's hidden under her nose as well.
Okay.
Do you relay this to us?
Oh, yeah.
Dope.
With a real, moment. Real facepalm that I didn't work that out sooner.
Not just muscle, you've got brains!
Late brains. I was only talking about going underground earlier.
Well, late brains are still brains.
Well done, everyone, though. It seems like that was very much worth the time.
Yeah. Okay, back into head modes. Are we still in the carriage?
You are in the carriage and you're pulling up to the Dashing Manor.
Will, I am so excited because you are about to experience your first brunch.
Am I though?
You are! I hope you're hungry.
We're about to find out what it is.
And it is so beyond brunch time. It is like the late afternoon by the time you've gotten here. You guys have started late in the morning.
We are so Silver Spoon. We do brunch whenever we want.
Yeah.
As you pull up to the Bethaven Manor, you're greeted by a very large Gruagach, doorman, essentially. And he's like, oh, Sir Heimlich, is it? We received your correspondence. It's a very troubling time.
Indeed, the poor girl.
Yes. However, I would be glad to bring you inside and have you make her acquaintance again. However, please, she's very upset.
Death seems to follow the poor lass.
Well, yes. It's quite an unfortunate series of events that we've had.
Indeed.
Please come this way. And he ushers you in, and
I give him the nod. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know why. I just like.
While we're on the way in and this whole interaction is happening, I go, Operation Bottle Boy, go.
On it.
Okay.
And I think we're going to use this as a tactic to maybe go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Um,
Please, Mom, I'll make sure that everything is ready. I'll bring the carriage around and I'll make sure that all of our...
Do you have a Bottle Boy name?
Bottle Boy, William.
Yes. Mallow, because it's William backwards. No, it's not.
It's not.
Mylium.
No, Mallow. Mallow.
Not even close. There's no O.
No, Malliw. So Mallow.
Never have I felt so low in station.
Mylium. Oh, Miley Cyrus.
Cyrus can be my bottle name.
Okay, Cyrus. Thank you, Cyrus.
As we are walking down the hall,
I'm nervous because I have not seen this girl since we were in secondary school, and I was a couple of years younger than the others, so I'm the uncool younger sibling of Philip. So I think you guys would have hung out with my brother, but I'm still the dorky book nerd sibling. I'm not ready for this.
you always
encounter.
wanted to join in at our afternoon tea, and we were like,
No.
but I was the younger sibling, so I had a soft spot for it.
Yeah, I think so.
As we were walking down the halls and things like that, I'm just kind of, to anyone else looking, would be just kind of singing to myself, but in a very low voice, like dum dum bum 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 bum, as I'm using my echolocation to try and see if there's like hidden rooms or anything.
Could there be sewers
around.
under the house?
You start using your echolocation. Like you're getting a load of rooms. This is a manor, you know? So like it's, you know, there's like cellars and things like that. I'm kind of underneath where you are. Nothing and there's like servants' passages and things like that, but nothing that's like out of the ordinary for what you would understand to be in a noble lady's house.
There's no like
you know?
sewage system that links to the city.
Give me a Actually, you know what? You have eidetic memory.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you needed a check for this. There was a sewage grate in her driveway.
Okay, so there is an access point for this monster if he is potentially in the sewers like you had thought. Do I notice this because it's in the driveway? Have I noticed this before we go in?
Yes.
Potentially, could I relay that maybe we should park our cart
On top of it.
And obviously, like, our cart has no animals. It's just...
You have a car. You
Park
have a full
the car.
car. Yeah.
And then politely ask whoever the driver is to stand further enough away that if the car, I don't know, blows
Donald's
up.
like, yes.
Yeah, just be like,
Donald. No.
Be like, Donald, I'm not going to make the joke. I was going to
Well, he would come in and have
Donald, will you stand over there? And if the car goes up, duck.
he would come in and have tea and
Yeah, he'd
smoke
join
a cigar
us.
or no. He's a servant.
And Donald would assume that he's just going to wait in the car.
really thought
And
you were
he's your driver who's waiting in the
So
car.
I might just suggest to Donald, can you park exactly here and walk that way
Yes.
and just sit under that tree and enjoy some time to yourself? Maybe read a book.
Gladly.
Lovely.
You see that he takes out a little bottle of hooch that he's had taken from William and just starts having a drink with
Now,
himself.
if we need to get out of here later, one of us must know how to drive because we're not taking the drunk duck.
I say to the guy that's leading us around. What was
Yes.
his name, or did he have a name?
My name is Mr. Westmount.
Mr. Westmount.
Yes.
Could you please bring a couple of bottles of whatever is Lady Clarice's favorite? You know, we'll be discussing hard topics. I'm sure she might like a nice drink.
Could I request?
As I'm sure you understand, I would take such an order from Lady Clarice herself. If she wishes alcohol to be served, I will serve that for her.
Beautiful. Would you have orange juice?
Of course. If
I've
you
got
specifically
champagne.
would like a wine, I could certainly fetch that for you.
I'm walking around with my own goblet.
Yeah.
Well, I can certainly top that up for you if you'd like.
Absolutely, a bottle of red.
I think if she brings...
Please let me first introduce you to the mistress of the house.
If I think if he brings up the orange juice, I just pour champagne and make my own mimosa. It's brunch.
Exactly.
He walks in and announces you all to the room. it's only her inside as she's kind of standing near a fireplace, impeccably dressed. Cut of her dress, a little bit saucy.
Before we've gone in, I've like spruced you up. I've given you like we stopped by and we got a new tie. I may have picked up a new like jacket for you or something that's newer fashion because you had you've had the same suit for a while.
You gonna she's all that him?
What?
You gonna she's all that him?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Just a little bit, just a bit, so she knows, like.
And as you all enter, she looks clearly grief-stricken, almost mid-bawling, but she's still kind of like, looks, she's like, oh, darling. Sir Heimlich, it's an absolute honor to see you. I'm sorry that you have to see me in such a state. It's been so hard, but
I come over, take her hand, kiss her hand, the whole thing.
Yeah, I do a little curtsy.
Yeah.
Please introduce me to your companions.
Absolutely. You may remember Philip's little sister, Beatrice Quicktail.
Beatrice, very nice to meet
Nice
you.
to see you.
Yes. And you are?
Not there.
Not there.
Oh, okay, yeah, perfect. And you are?
Don't. Don't you do that to me, Dylan.
This is my good friend Alistair, and he's a brilliant thaumaturge that has recently been hanging out with the two of us.
It's been lovely.
I give a bow and I say, pleasure to meet you, madam. Alistair Carter, thaumaturge, museum curator. And as she's talking, I want to do the telepathy again, just to 100% clock the vibe of her emotional state.
She is terribly sad, but she's also incredibly nervous.
Okay.
May I investigate while she's kind of distracted the fireplace and the room in general that we're in?
Yeah, you can give me an investigation check. A pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry that you must see me. I'm afraid I cannot. We can have tea, but I can't, I'm not really in a fit state to receive guests at this time. Only for your station, I would have turned down anyone else. But
Clarice, we come here to give your deepest sympathies to you.
Thank you, Andrew.
This is devastating. I've just become so worried about you. My mother is worried about you. Father is worried about you. We've, with everything that we've read in the papers, your recent partner having just passed. But we heard that, dear, and I kind of step away a little bit, from. I heard that you were with a Hastings fellow. One of the quite low for your station, and that he has passed as well.
Well, I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, of course not. But are you all right, dear, being with a Hastings?
Oh well, we broke it off. It was a dalliance, nothing more. It was a bit of fun, That's all. We weren't compatible. It was not going anywhere.
Yes, I heard I've heard gossip that he didn't take it quite well.
See, at this, she looks visibly shaken, and she's like, "Oh, what have you heard?"
There rumors of him out on the drink, cursing your name, going to different churches, begging for help.
And she is about to break. Anything that kind of gets thrown at her, she's going to crumble. Kind of at this point.
When I see her like that, I'm like, Clarice, are you safe? What?
And you casting the spell kind of gives her a bit of a jolt, but you don't see anything, and you actually get the feeling that this place has been scrubbed clean by the Silencius. There's no
not well enough
etheric presence around here at all.
So the absence of an etheric presence, the absence of the absence of any mark that a tragedy has happened maybe in this vicinity.
Not everything can be magical. There's a physical mark. I'm standing over a bloodstain.
Yeah, I think if I could I pick that up maybe? Or like...
Can I see you do the spell and I...
Yeah, it's very clear. I have to say a whole thing.
Yeah,
with a whole
yeah.
answer.
So maybe this is when where I kind of look at you and go,
Yeah, and she's like, what are you casting magic for? Please, I don't want magic.
Clarice, are you safe?
I
believe
Have
you.
you been safe?
I don't think you need...
I have been safe. Yes, I don't believe.
Was Reginald safe? And then I'm going to blatantly look at the bloodstain kind of marker on the floor.
Madam, are you cursed? Or are you killing people?
Clarice, you know that if there was something tragic that happened, you can turn to my family. You could have asked for help. What has happened?
Fine. She grabs your goblet, downs it. Mr. Westman, just bring anything, something to drink. I couldn't. I knew it wouldn't be this easy. I knew Edward was so confident.
Edward? What?
Yes.
What happened? What did you?
Did you kill Reginald?
Which one of you killed Reginald?
Clarice,
It was an accident. Okay, it was an accident.
Clarice, this is what I think happened. I believe that while you were with your new dalliance there, Edward,
Which 2 months right after? Was there overlap? Girl, you nasty.
No, were you always with Edward? And
that this jilted lover you had came in and you may perhaps attacked you, and instead of doing the correct...
We only pushed him to get away. He caught us in the middle of it. We didn't want any of this to be seen. He hit his head on the table and he died. Okay, is that what you wanted to hear? He died, and Edward's just, we thought it's too suspicious. We have to, if we could just bring him, dump him in the city, make it seem as if he was mugged or something. Edward said he'd take care of it. I knew it would come back.
Clarice, you had connections with my very corrupt family, and you still look to throw this in the street like
Andrew,
a
no,
mugging...
not the time. We're so close. And then I kind of give him a nudge to be like, ask more, ask more.
So, you treated it as a mugging. And then what happened after that?
Why did you and Reginald break up? Was Edward always in the picture? Was Reginald just a person to push?
No, Edward was not always in the picture. He was introduced from a mutual friend.
Is this your mutual friend Vance?
Yes, if you must know.
What?
And Vance brought Reginald back. You've created a
What
monster.
do you mean he's brought him back? He's dead.
No.
No.
Did Vance brought Reginald here to meet you the first time?
We met at a function. Yes, he was introduced via
Vance
Vance.
introduced you to Reginald. Reginald is part of whatever this massive thing is. You get introduced to another person called Edward. Miraculously, after you've just gone through a breakup, your ex-boyfriend walks in on it. You kill your ex-boyfriend, and then I presume Vance somehow helps you clean it up as well.
No, Mr. Vance had nothing to do with this.
Mr. Vance had everything.
It was such a blur.
So you hid Reginald's body. Edward is very much ingrained in this. What happened to him last night?
I don't know. I've only read in the paper. I haven't gone out. As far as I know, his entire residence is under lockdown. The Scotland Yard are all over it. It was a bloodbath from everything I can hear.
Madam Dashingham,
Yes.
I fear that you are a very... And I look over at Beatrix and I'm like, okay, people skills. I fear that your beauty has been abused by someone who is seeking to create a monster.
Giving Nosferatu vibes.
You rejected an individual and created within them a deep-seated hatred and need for revenge. And then your boyfriend dies.
Why did you and Reginald break up? Sorry to backpedal, you probably told me, but...
Look, me and Reginald weren't compatible.
Because he wasn't a noble.
No, the noble thing has nothing to do with that. He was more interested in me because I was a noble.
Okay.
What is with your thing with thaumaturgus?
I want to know if my father was evil or not, and I can't do magic, so I want to get someone to do magic for me, to do a seance and find out, and I can't, and it's been killing me, and I thought Reginald could do it, but he couldn't. He was a terrible thaumaturgus, he couldn't do anything, but then Edward came along, and I thought maybe he could do it.
Why not go to Naomi?
Thaumaturgus can't do seances.
No, but they can
That's
contact...
psychics.
No, but corrupt corrupt thaumaturges can contact specific bad kind of juju that might be able to give us some,
Mind you.
I don't know, remember the name of the person who's the demon type of people?
Pallid.
Paladins?
Maleficence.
Maleficence. If you can create a Maleficent to make pact with your demon that was somehow related to your family, you could get answers.
Yes.
I
So
could do
you can't become a Maleficent yourself, so you're going to turn someone else into one? What are you thinking?
Lady Clarice, you have gone too far. You have overstepped.
Whose idea was this? Vance's?
No, this was all me. You don't know what it's like to live in the shadow of gossip.
Well, it's where all of us in our station live. It is part of life. You get over it. We face all kinds of tragedy. My brother died last year.
Your house is not under surveillance by the Silencious.
My house is constant surveillance. Have you not seen what we do?
We've all
not
got
the
daddy
same.
issues, okay? You're not here. Pick anyone in this world. We're all going through problems. We're all finding out who we are and what we want to be and how everything's going to fit and where we sit in the social circle. But who cares?
And I have grown quite tired of this damsel in distress. I don't know what is happening. Oh, dear me. You seem to be luring boys over and over to their demise.
You're not your dad.
I was not intending to kill anyone. Please, you have to understand.
You should know from your mother that being a Maleficent is basically a death sentence itself.
Look,
A strong enough thaumaturge would be able to resist the urges and not draw the attention of the paladin, or if they did, they would banish it and deal with it.
The pull of the great vices is too strong to ignore. There are ways that through research and diligence, maybe we could find an answer for you. But you have been trying to push someone too far, and now we have a specter of vengeance out to kill any
You keep
thaumaturge that
saying
gets
about
close
this vengeance.
to you.
What is this? I've had no part in this.
This
Yes, you
Vance
have.
fellow, how did you meet him?
Vance just shows up.
may I ask, with Reginald, you truly loved him, I presume?
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, he may have really liked you and liked what you could provide. And when you cut that off from him, he harbored a sort of vengeance in his soul and his spirit that could have been utilized for evil. And we believe that there's a potential chance, and a very high potential chance, that someone has utilized that heartbreak and that evil that you've unlocked in that man to create an almost killing machine. One that potentially could have killed your new love, Edward. Which, by the way, may I add, very suspicious that he also was like, let's get into a relationship. There's a high chance that he's been linked into all of this as well. We believe, or I believe...
How am I supposed to know that?
No, you're not supposed to. No one's blaming you.
It certainly seems like you're blaming me.
You use an ounce of patience, dear.
You've been through a lot. We get it. We're kind of like that too. But we've got to work together. You need to tell us everything you know about Vance, about Reginald, about Edward, about wherever or whatever you think could be going on yourself. I mean, have you ever met Mrs. Hastings?
I think you could help us make this right.
You didn't make the bad yourself on purpose, but you can use intention to make it good.
Look at William. Look at what us nobles do with our influence.
Will's not here.
Oh, sorry. Will's not there.
Fucked off.
No.
Yeah.
I think at this point we kind of de-escalate the situation enough that maybe we could like take a breath.
Yeah, she's kind of just completely deflated, has like collapsed into like an armchair and is just drinking.
And
at
I'm
this
gonna
point.
just look over to Alistair and go, good people skills.
Thank you. I tried. I'm sweating so profusely.
I say TMI, but well done.
Thank you. Okay.
Look at what us nobles do with our influence everywhere we go. I'm swirling my drink. And I'm just like... ruin lives every step of the way.
Put a glass of water in your hand.
Is this Lucasade?
It's monster.
I think in the calm, I think we take the chance probably to download her a little bit on what's been happening. It'd be
Yeah, I think.
What
While
do
we're
you
in
want
the
from me
combat-
now? Are you going to
we can-
summon the constables and
No.
arrest me?
No.
Heavens, I
There would be
probably
no
deserve it.
good in arresting you without finding, well, the new version of Reginald. I think it is. Hi, Carter, Alistair Carter, curator and thaumaturge. It seems like the spirit of vengeance is going after potential boyfriends of yours should they be thaumaturges. I don't like what I'm about to suggest, but I think we need to put
I'm drunk enough, I'll do it if you
And then
want.
I think I can turn around and say,
I don't think you need to actually do it.
No. I think I say, look, the murder of Reginald
I'm not
has been
doing
already
that.
covered up by the police. We have no real reason to turn you in if you help us. Now, if you don't, I will turn you in, and I will then take every pleasure in doing so.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I would love to see Daddy's face. But if it's just between us squirrel friends, I think we could make a deal.
We can pose by the
And with
window
that, I think
and
it's
laugh.
a good time to.
Beatrix, may I have a word?
Okay.
And we go out into the hall or something. Beatrix, if we do not enact justice on her, send her to the constables, send the constables her way, are we any better than my father? Are we any better
I think-
than our families in general? She has ruined multiple lives, and then
Andrew.
we say, but because we benefited from this and you are nobility, we
Andrew.
let you off with a pat on the wrist and say, you must have learned your
Andrew,
lesson.
she's been through enough.
Has she?
Okay, how about I put it this way?
Have you not been through quite a bit, and how many lives have you ruined? Has Will not been through
Andrew.
much?
We're not our families. We're not doing this for money. We're not doing this to raise ourselves up in social status. We're not doing this out of. I sometimes think that some people, when they're pushed to certain extremes because of the circumstances they've been put in, not that they've chosen themselves, like, I don't know, family expectations, having the world staring on them, having gossip like us, deserve a bit of a second chance. And also, there's nothing saying she pushed him. It could have been Edward, and Edward's dead.
Deadwood.
So, I'm not saying that this should become a habit. I'm not asking you to be like your dad. If you want to turn her in, be my guest. But I'm not going to see some young girl's life who has the future ahead of her go into a system where they'll just call her Maleficent and kill her anyway. She's dead if she goes in there, and you know that. And if we send someone to their death when we could save them, are we not no better than our parents?
Just so tired of the nobility being able to just...
And have you ever thought that you've got the power to change that? They're asking you to step up and take a place. You know, your rightful place as the king of Pride Rock. Sorry. They're asking you to step up and take leadership, and maybe, I don't know, you could change something from the top. No matter what I do or wherever I go, if I follow my parents, it's going to lead me into the system owned by yours. You could do something, but you stand to do nothing and drink away your days. Like, why were you even made a knight in the first place?
was made a knight when I was a child. My best friend in primary school was one of the princes. And we were having afternoon tea, and he ate a macaroon too quickly, and it got lodged in his throat. I was devastated as I watched my childhood friend's face begin to turn blue, and I rushed around trying to give him one last embrace before he passed to the other side. And as I hugged him with all my might, the macaroon became dislodged from his throat. And you see, this great maneuver that I used is now used across the world to save many people.
So, Mr. Heimlich,
So I do one thing then when I'm a child, and that's the top of my life. I've saved many lives. There we go. But where do you go when you're at the top already and been knighted? I'll tell you where you go. You go to brunch.
I'm going to throw
Andrew.
a dice at you now.
Andrew. Okay, how am I going to come back from this? Okay, I got it. Andrew, that was not the peak of your life. You didn't peak in primary school. Look, you saved him back then. Don't make that be your whole story. Save more people, do things differently. You got knighted for something you did that was good. Think of what you can do now. And that was your peak of your life. You did one thing that you didn't even realize you were doing and you didn't mean to do, and that's dictated the rest of your life.
You get a whole thing named after you.
Think about Clarice. She did one thing to protect herself. She didn't know. And you're going to let that dictate the rest of her life?
Your leadership so far has proved quite worthwhile, so I will take your advice again. It's a bit of a sore spot, but fine. I see your point, and we will keep an eye on this. But at least something should be said to the Silencius to stop letting thaumaturges be brought into her estate.
Okay. See? Oh my gosh. We've made a compromise. Hey, you're growing too. First, Alistair with his social skills.
I hate this.
Will's
You've tricked
growing
me.
with his brain, and you are learning to compromise.
You've tricked me
I
into
hug
a
him.
business deal.
I hug him.
You've tricked me into a business deal. You are worse than my father.
I'll take it. And then I skip back in.
Will,
Hi. Will I am.
you have been snooping around.
I am being an unassuming bottle boy.
Button boy.
And, you know, Mr. Westmount is very much busy pouring drinks and...
While I'm being an unassuming bottle boy, can I take a proper look at Mr. Westmount?
Yeah.
20.
He's caked up.
Yeah.
Guys caked up?
He's a big guy. Got that ass.
Cool.
He seems like a very fastidious, loyal servant. But as you're also kind of looking around the house, again, you guys got here late afternoon. You've been talking with her for a while.
I've done the full round of the
done the
house.
full
just
round.
Being staff, being invisible via my social standing, I'm doing everything I can to explore every nook and cranny.
And you get around to, you're on the first floor of the house, and you get around to one of the windows that are, one of the rooms that has a window facing to the front where you guys have parked. And you see your car smash out, topple over, throw it into the air as and this central unit hosting a large unblinking eye with 5 tentacled arms begins scuttling towards the house.
Okay. That's not normal. I'm going to evacuate the house. I ring the staff bell that tells everybody the house is on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, genius.
You pulled the fire
I pulled
fire
the scary belly.
alarm.
Ding, 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 ding.
And Mr. Westman looks up, what was that and what's going on?
The west wing is on fire.
You
The
rush
east
down.
wing is also on fire.
As you hear this, you get down just in time. You hear a massive crash as the front door has been blasted in.
Okay. At this point, I'm just
And you
shouting.
Everybody out.
I'm just shouting anything I can to alert everybody to get out, and I'm right. It's there in my face.
It's there in your face.
I unsheath Julian, stab at its eye.
Roll initiative.
Are you on your own?
No, I think he's kind of called in.
Attack roll. Please let it be attack roll.
It's an initiative roll.
It's an initiative roll.
Make it an attack roll because it's not 20.
Can I get a
Come on.
surprise round?
I will give you a surprise round.
Okay.
Because the
Yes,
thing didn't
Danny
expect
Dillon.
to be stabbed as it crashes
Yeah.
through a door.
Yeah.
Let that 20 count. Let that 20 count. That's so good.
What did everyone? So everyone rolled initiative. You're all in this. It's all going down at the
I
same
rolled
time.
that 20.
Oh my god.
19.
Oh, that was so sick. Guys, I like this game. We should play Victoriana more often.
Alistair and Heimlich, what did you guys
14.
get?
19.
We're gonna roll with this dice going on.
Big initiatives here.
Big magic coming your way.
Oh yes, these blue and white
These are
dice
our dice,
working.
man.
What did the eye get?
You don't know
Got
yet.
fucking stabbed.
William, I'm going to give you a surprise round. You can make an attack roll with advantage on this thing.
Perfect. I am going to take 2 strikes
Go for
outside.
it.
Am I making both of them with advantage?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
here's strike number 1. Hits. Strike number 2. Sorry, I say a 19 plus 7 is going to hit, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then a 16 plus 7 would hit?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Time to roll up some...
So I think it's below.
No, he's giving us something that I was like, we can't
AC 40.
Okay, that's not bad. 8 and 8, 16 damage plus 4, 20 damage as I'm
From the
basically,
2 attacks? Yeah,
I'm basically
nice.
just going to, I'm going to stand in front of it as it's come through the door. I'm just going to go, Reginald, I presume. And then I'm just going to fully like, bam, bam, with Julie as hard as I can.
Take him down to pound down.
As you say, Reginald, I presume, you just hear back kind of emanating from inside, we are righteous, we bring serenity.
We seek serenity. I know.
No, we bring
Oh, you
serenity.
bring serenity? Okay, I'll bring a rapier.
He corrected you.
And then, everyone's surprised, back to the top of the round, you get to go again.
Yeah, hit him again.
Fucking-
No advantage this time, but
That's okay. I'll just make my 2 attacks at once. 1 hits. Oh, nice. That is 13 points of damage.
nice.
As I'm going to just again, I've stabbed twice.
Yeah.
And as I pull back the second time, I'm going to pull back and use that same backspin to kind of jump back and slash it across the eye
Nice.
and take a tiny bit of distance.
Yeah, you do that at this point. You're all hearing this absolute chaos
Yeah.
in the main hallway. Beatrix, true to your name, you're quick on the draw. You get out to the hallway. You're up next.
Are we on the ground floor?
Yes.
Okay, and when we were, I think the first thing I actually would have done would have pushed or found a way to hide or secure.
You'll have to use your
Clarice?
action to do that because this is all happening in a
Well, I
short period of
realistically,
time.
I think I'm clocking this is the monster, and I'm 1, not very healthy, sickly Victorian child, and 2, I'm not actually a good fighter. But the things I can do is like protect and try figure out a way to shut him down. I think one of my actions is to like hide her. And then my other action, I think, is just to throw a dagger at it and then I get into the hallway and go fling.
I think as I see you come in, I'm going to go, found the robot, man! Please, stay back!
Make it a ranged attack roll for your dagger.
I don't know what is ranged any different than
It'll be
normal
with your dexterity.
daggers. Can I do dual?
You can use your action and your bonus action.
Yeah. 1 doesn't hit, but 1 is 10. Well, it's 12 to hit, so I don't think that's going to hit.
No, it doesn't hit.
That's okay. So I just throw my daggers and go, whoop! And then I just slide slightly to the side, back into the doorway, and just peek my little ears out to keep an eye on her.
Heimlich, Alistair, you're up next then.
Awesome. Has Lady Clarice taken cover yet?
So basically,
Yeah,
that's what Beatrix's first action was to basically just try and push Clarice into a bit more of a safe space. But she's still in the room, but now she's kind of
No,
like
I've also lost my
behind
daggers.
armchairs and stuff like that.
Awesome. First thing, not an action, not a thing. I'm just going to shout, Mr. Westmount, please come down here and protect the lady. I take off my jacket and I'm like, oh god, oh no, I need to fight. And I'm gonna go out to the doorway. So is this creature just kind of like still in the doorway, or is it fully in the house?
It's kind of just entered into the hallway enough.
So we're duking it out in the foyer.
Yes,
Yeah.
essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same as before, similar hand motions. Ethereum Ferrum!
Oh, I have an idea.
I kind of like lean back, I rock back, and the ether, instead of going to my fingertips, like when I in the fight earlier in the library over in the hall, the magic goes all around my forearms, charges up, and when I stop shaking, I blast it out as I cast this etheric ram
Nice.
towards it. So I needed to make a Constitution saving throw, and
Clarice is-
Because I am using my elemental enhancement, I'm going to change the damage from force to cold damage.
Okay.
So I also needed to make a dex save.
Nice.
Okay.
Both of them are DC 15.
That's really cool that you can double up on. That's fun.
This thing seems to be resisting your magic.
That's great.
It passes both of those tests. It'll probably still take half damage, but it passes both the Constitution and the Dexterity saving throws.
That's a lot of dice.
What are those? Oh god. What are the 16? 23. Okay, that's going to be 23 halved to 12
Yeah.
points of cold damage. So it saved both of it got both of its saves, so it doesn't get knocked prone and it doesn't get slowed. But elemental enhancement. Objects become partially or fully frozen up to the DM. This is an automaton. Are we counting that as an object? How much can I want to see if I can reduce the flame or like freeze it to a surface.
You would be able to maybe freeze the area around it, but it itself is actively resisting your magic and won't be able to be frozen.
Okay, awesome.
But if you wanted, you could try and like slick up the wall or the ground and the walls and stuff around it. If you wanted to kind of do that,
because it shoots in a line, I'm going to, I think, sit myself at the doorway, and I want from the line to me to have that entire path icy, so that even if it's not slowed, if it ever does fail, it'll be slowed, and there's an ambient obstacle here in the foyer created.
Okay, yeah. You do that, and it is then Heimlich's turn.
Reginald! You spent your whole life wishing you were in my status and being one of us, but you could never quite get there, could you? So, how about you just fight man to man with someone, see if you can take down a noble, if you have what it takes, doing the fair fights, or fair play with it. Now, I would say for 3 episodes, we have been tracking this thing, I would say. Pretty much, we've been investigating it. And we've spent a good amount of time figuring out about the automatons and things like that. So I would like to say I have my tracker ability, which gives me a +1 on attacks and damage.
I'll let you have it. Go on.
Okay. If you say no, you're rude.
If we've been tracking, I also get advantages on stealth.
If nothing else, we've been tracking Reginald. And with that, I push my sleeves up and I just go in to just punch this thing in the eyeball.
Are you running on the ice, like ice skating it like Frozo?
I'm hoping there's some that I'm stomping with enough force.
Full Frozone.
You'd be able to go around it, and like, because this ice is like in a line, so you'd be able to just like avoid where it's all icy.
Fair, yeah.
Make your attack. You kind of, as you're saying this kind of fair play thing to him, again, you just hear, "We are righteous. We bring serenity."
Okay, so I'm going to roll my attack, but just a quick change in what I was going to do. You know how I said I was just going to punch him in the eye, but you know when we were at the church and there were those things in the corners that were stopping magic?
Yes.
Is there anything like that on... Because I just saw him try and cast magic and it resisted. Is there anything like that on this thing?
Give me a sciences check.
It is a 19.
Not that you can see. There might there's nothing like emitting steam. There might be something within it that is kind of giving that same kind of effect. But the way that the things in the Clockwork Sanctuary was working was that it was like emitting a steam that was emulating the effects of the pea super smog in London. That might be inside of it. It is very like Eye of Sauron-esque in like kind of on the base
but
of
there's
this.
steam coming out of it.
It looks like it's steam powered, yeah.
Alistair, I think we need to rip this thing apart to be able to get you casting magic again. I'll see if I can rip in there. I'm just gonna punch in.
Go for it.
Does 17 hit? Or 17, yeah?
17 hits, yeah.
I'm guessing an 11 doesn't hit.
No.
So 6 points of damage. And then I am I'm going to take my action surge and my extra attack.
Go for
do 2 more. Again, 1 hits, because I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit.
No.
Just 5 points of damage on that one.
You just start going in and absolutely
6 points of damage. Sorry, I forgot my +1s. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
busting your knuckles against this large metal monstrosity. It's like, you see like slight cracks beginning to form in the casing of this thing, but it is still going. And it's got like 5 tentacles, and one of them like reaches out towards you, opens up, and you see a vent inside, and unleashes this large steam cone. Everyone here needs to make dexterity saving throws.
And this doesn't count as a spell, does it? Not at all?
No.
Not even if I say pretty please?
It is just pure steam, baby.
Okay, thank Jesus.
Dex save, was it?
It is, yeah. And the DC for this is 16.
Oh, 14.
Me too.
Nice.
14, just underneath.
I'm literally right in front of it.
Okay, nice, yeah.
I can't take
So-
much damage.
You fail?
Yeah.
Remember I topped you back up.
No, you can't, because it's a aha moment pain, so you can't talk.
Is it hot steam?
It is hot steam.
Okay.
Who got less than a 16?
I did by 2.
You both
And I am hiding behind the door.
You both take 14 points of fire damage,
Okay.
and you're both blinded for this round until your next turn.
Affects me! Because I can still hear.
Nice. You take 8 points of damage if you succeeded and you're not blinded.
Okay, so 14 points of damage, did you say?
Did I say 14?
Or 12?
Yeah, you said 14.
Okay, sorry, yeah, 14, and then you take 7 on a success then.
Yeah.
And then with its second action, one of the other tentacles then goes to try and grab you and will make an attack against you.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
Nope, this is...
You take 10 points of damage, and you are grappled. Okay. And as you see, it basically has grabbed you now around the face, and is beginning to lift you in the air, and looks as if it's about to start slamming you against the wall.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But William, it's your turn.
Chop the arm!
This is the... don't worry, all over. This is the top of the round?
This is the top of the round, yeah.
Are you not blind anymore?
Because it is the top of the round?
No, so basically you're blinded for this round.
Okay.
You're blind until it's next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is okay, because I'm a fox and I've got good ears.
Okay, not seeing that you're blind, I'm going to do this anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to, first off, I'm going to round Julie on the tentacle that's holding you up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make a strike to try and either sever or loosen its grip on you.
Go for it, make an attack roll.
That's a 23.
Mm-hmm.
Is 12 points of damage.
Nice.
And then with my other action, I'm going to declare...
you see, you've kind of slashed in. It's done a bit of damage. If you fully commit, you could maybe remove this tentacle, but you'd need to do more damage to it in this round.
Okay, I see it. I see this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take another swing at it.
Go for it.
I will be more use if I'm not dead.
Yeah, well, you're paying for my mother's health, so it's in my best interest to keep you alive. That is a 17 on the dice.
Hits.
Yeah, nice. I'm going to
So
roll
you
it
need
up
to
again.
do 8 points more of damage.
8 on the dice.
Nice.
Plus 6.
Yes, perfect.
So
You
that
see, you
is-
slash through one of its arms. It only has 4 tentacles left, but it is still up. But it is tentacle. It is one tentacle down. Beatrix, you're up. You are blinded. You can still attack and things. It's just going to be at disadvantage. Or you can do other things.
What is the layout of the foyer? Would I have been able to... So
Imagine every foyer
is it
you've ever seen.
As in, is there stairs?
There's a
down here?
lovely, exquisite rug that's now, there's
Frozen.
steam and oil on it. It's frozen. There's a
as in,
large
is it
chandelier.
like-
There's a large
Yeah.
marble staircase.
Okay, what I might do is... And I have eidetic memory.
Yeah.
So can I go back to the last thing I saw before I went blind? So I can almost Fox... I don't have echolocation, but Fox sense here and see if I felt or heard any shifts in movement, so I know kind of what I'm playing with.
How
in
very
my,
samurai of you.
in my own kind of like box form.
Give me a perception check with advantage. Yeah, I love this. This is really cool.
Yeah, it's a really good idea.
Love.
I get advantage already
That's-
on perception, so do I get double advantage?
No, you just get to roll with advantage.
19 plus 4 is 23.
You've got a very good sense of where you are.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go Operation Lights Out myself.
Yeah.
At you, because I think I know where we are, and I'm gonna hear, because you've got the sword, so I would hear you if I'm listening and I've got my hearing. I would hear you move your hand to behind you, knowing you're in the prepared position for me to run.
Okay.
In the process, I start running, aware of the ice, using the ice to kind of slide me along to help me follow track. Jump into your hand in the Can I just ride this out as something really cool, and then we'll just.
Tell me what you want to do, and then we'll roll and see what
Okay,
happens.
amazing. This could be in the process, grabbing the dagger that I threw from probably either the floor or actually grabbing the dagger that you have in your back pocket.
I'd have a dagger on my belt.
Yeah, so I grab it and I go, hop, old boy. And
I think because you're on my back, I'm just, as I'm fighting this thing, just going to go, whoof, and try and...
And in the process, I'm again using like counting and also bearing in mind where everything is. I reach up and just prayer and grab the chandelier and hop on top of it. And that is all my actions, everything in one. I don't think I'm going to try cut the chandelier down until I've got sight and make sure no one's there. But I want to land it.
So yeah, you're going to have to give me like an athletics or acrobatics check for this. I'm going to say it's pretty hard. I'm going to say like DC 18 to do this. I'm going to give you advantage though because William is giving you the alley-oop for it.
Okay. What
This
is
is
before we do
where
this?
we do our Hearthfire Tales prayer.
Yeah, acrobatics is +2. So I basically need a 16 to meet it. 18! I get 20!
Nice.
Sorry for the viewers at home. An 18.
You run just,
just realized it.
nimble as a fox, rush up. You're quite small and nimble. William, she doesn't weigh that much. You're able to kind of just
this is a rehearsed maneuver.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
So
you launch her up. You essentially like fly a little bit, land on top of this chandelier. But I'm gonna say
nothing else.
you've stretched my patience a lot. That's all you get in
Can I
this
say
turn.
one thing?
Yeah.
Can I say, giant vengeance machine, just like a dog. Fox, always a fox.
Nice. Alistair, you're up. This thing is still going. It is down one tentacle. It has just tried to smash Heimlich into a wall. It has just breathed hot steam all over you all. It's cracked, but it is still fueled by vengeance, and it's still coming for Heimlich, for everyone you know.
Does it have mechanical apparatus?
Oh yeah,
As part of it. Okay.
it is mechanical apparatus.
And you know what I love that for him? You love to see it glow up, even if it's evil. I'm looking at him. He's brushing off my magic. But me and my reinforced cane that does 1d8 bludgeoning doesn't stand a chance in here. So, I'm going to, same spell, rock back, charge up the arms, and at first it looks like when a light is just about to blow its fuse, where it's kind of like... So, I dig deep, I realize that I'm coming up a little bit short, so I'm going to use my Force of Will ability. That lets me expend plot die for quintessence points in the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend 2 from my pool of quintessence, which I have 6 normally, and I'm going to go from 4 used to 6 used, and then I'm going to push with Force of Will to get 1 extra quintessence point to be able to power this spell, as I'm just going to launch it again, and this time I'm going to need him to make 2 con saves, as instead of ice this time, it's lightning that shoots out.
Nice. What's your DC? Ooh.
15 still.
Okay. That's 1 pass. He passes 1, but he fails the other.
Okay.
Well done.
Rules as written, I would say that a spell effect for the first one, and then change effect for the second one. Okay. The first save was to avoid being knocked prone.
Okay.
Second save is to avoid being stunned.
Okay, yeah. Then it's not prone, but you've stunned this with electricity. Roll the damage.
Awesome. So I go down to 24 plot points. He saved the spell one, so he is going to take half damage, but he is going to get stunned until the end of my next turn.
Wow, nice. That was a bad one for me to fail.
2, 4.
We're having a really good round.
11.
Knock on wood.
This is
Definitely a
cocked.
good fight.
Honor the cock.
Yeah.
19 halved to
9.
9. Jesus Christ, math. Yeah, as just from not only my arms, but now like straight up Iron Manning this from my chest as well as I'm pouring my literal life into this. A bolt of lightning shoots out towards it. It's just gonna like jolt the circuits and stop it from moving until the end of my next turn.
It is stunned. It is like twitching. There's like electricity and stuff as well coursing through this. You've like overloaded it momentarily, and it is like barely holding it together.
As I'm holding this, I'm like, someone kill it! Someone kill it! Someone kill it!
So it tried to wrap me, it wrapped me up. Thank you for the crack in the back, my good man, but don't you know that I'm the king of hugging? Yeah! And it's stunned, so do I have advantage on?
You do.
Yeah. So gonna fucking punch this guy.
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, that one hits with the first one. A 15. Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Oh, 15 doesn't hit. Okay.
No.
So then I'm gonna go with the left arm then.
Go for it. You see, you're punching it, but like it's just so sturdily constructed that like you're hitting it, but you're not getting much purchase in it. Yeah, roll again.
That's way better. So that's gonna hit.
Nice.
The second one. 9 points of damage.
Nice.
And then the last one with my extra action.
Yep.
That will hit as well.
Nice.
As I do another 9 points of damage.
This thing is looking incredibly shaky. It's the glass encasement around the eye is like barely holding it together. It's like leaking oil. There's like steam hissing from it and like various cracks around its mechanical body. It will be up next, but it is stunned. Cannot go. Or top of the round, William and B together.
So how do we want to play this? I'm on this chandelier. I can see now, right?
Yeah.
So I shake my arm like, whoa, I'm high up. No, but directly below me is the like creepy crawly dude.
Of course.
And the chandelier is definitely big enough to successfully crush this guy, Phantom of the Opera style. I pull out the dagger. Now, I actually gonna say something crazy here. My bite has a better chance of succeeding this than my dagger does. So I think I go to cut it and I go, fuck it, put it back and I go to gnaw at it with my teeth.
Make an attack roll.
Should we okay.
I see you doing this, and I'm like, Mom, just take care of her, okay? And I'm going to throw Julie up to you.
And I think Julie's long enough that I can easily catch that.
We've practiced this as well.
You guys have practiced a lot of things.
How long is a chandelier's rope? I throw Julie up so it's just stuck in the roof next to you. I just go.
And I go.
Okay.
Mostly just the fact that this chandelier is hanging from rope is what I'm enjoying.
So I take this, I do a little flourish. I go, am I okay down there? And then I just go and take a whack at it with Julie with all of my might, knowing full well that this is probably going to bring me down with her. Because I don't have...
You hang on to the rope.
I think if I'm doing this, I'm going down with my ship to protect my friends.
Make an attack roll.
Okay, can I get an advantage? And I've Julie, who's +4.
I feel like...
No, that's his stats. You're rolling with your...
I'm using Julie.
You're using your dex.
Plus your proficiency if you're trained with weapons.
Oh! I could have been doing that this whole time. That's a 5.
Yeah!
Okay, so that's plus a 5. I don't get anything else with this. Do you know what the DC of a rope is? It's gotta be low.
AC is 10.
Okay.
Can gravity give her the help action?
Oh my gosh. No, wait. I got a 6, which means if you plus the 5, it's 11. So by the skin of my teeth, whack!
No, not by your teeth.
Oh, by the skin of Julie's teeth, whack! And it's just a tally-ho. As I bravely slash it, and I presume I fall from the heavens with a chandelier.
roll me 4d6.
Ave Maria starts playing. We go
Yeah.
in slow motion.
4, 5, 12. No, because I'm on it and I've got 12 health. So 12 plus 5, which is 17, plus 4, so 21 damage.
You all see as... What do you say just before you cut this? And it's, yes, it's a rope. I'm just saying it's a rope. It's fine.
I think I look down and go, are you all safe down there? I hope so, good. And then as I slash it, I go, a captain always goes down with its ship. And I close my eyes knowing that like I'm going to fall and I have no help. So it's like slash and brace.
That was 21 points.
Yeah.
21 you roll. You take 21 points of damage.
No, that's it, guys. I've got 15. So I'm literally, this is, yeah, that's okay. I look for the memes.
You got
so
it.
I go, captain was going to have a ship. And then as I think I fall, I just make eye contact with everyone as I can.
And you see that she falls on this chandelier, and there's like a cacophony of noise as like the shards of it, and there's crystals and lights all come crashing down onto the eye, cracking it, releasing steam and oil. And, you know, I think, Alistair, you see like a bit of like etheric essence of a spirit being released. And it lies in ruins, and there's like almost like an explosion of lights as like all these light bulbs and stuff like all spark, and the ruined body of this mechanical monstrosity is unmoving, but so too is the body of Beatrix. Not quite dead, but unconscious, having taken grievous injuries from this fall.
I am going to see all this happen. Take off my hat. I'm going to look at you, Andrew, and say, Andrew, I don't think I really like brunch at all. And then I'm going to walk over to Beatrix and be like, come on, ma'am, dust yourself off. And I'm going to give you, I've got 15 hit points I can give you to get you back up on your feet.
Okay.
You got your bell rung. Happens to the best of us.
Oh, work! I'm back at 15 where I was. Foxes always land on their feet.
Very good, ma'am.
And I kind of try to brush it off. And then I have just a singular tear because I'm in pain. And then I turn to Will and I give him a hug. You're the last person on this team I haven't hugged yet.
I give it
Thank
back
you.
and I say, don't worry, ma'am.
You can call me Beatrice.
Very good, ma'am.
So you guys successfully put a stop to the mechanical beast that was causing all of these, or it caused this murder and was attempting to cause another one of Lady Carice. And how do you, because we need to wrap this up, how do you finish off? What do you do in the epilogue of this? You've successfully solved the case. I correctly identified that it was Reginald's spirit. You know how...
We tell her, the mom, that she can contact her son now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I ask?
It's probably not going to be a nice
as
call.
a team thing, I think I turn... Are we out of this now? It's been a few days, or are we still at the...
You tell me.
Okay. I think directly afterwards, I look to Andrew and I go, do you still have that account in the Royal Hospital?
We do, of course.
Beatrix, I heal. I just go over, I cast restitution. I do some healing magic on everyone who needs it a little bit.
Thank you. It would be
Including
really
myself.
nice for us to decide as a team how much we put Clarice out for this. Because I know I had suggested clearing the slate kind of, but I don't want it. I nearly died. I had a come to moment. I don't want to be dictating for us. We're a group. We're a family.
It's our first one, so I say we do something cheap, like 500,000.
No, that's not what I meant.
Something cheap.
We're not.
Andrew.
We're not. And I'm holding. We're not being paid off. I think maybe we bring to light Reginald. Reginald still died in my head. We pitch it as Reginald still died in a mugging. It was still a mugging accident, but his soul did have resentment and vengeance. We softly explained to my father. I think my dad's the one I think I go to because Beatrix nearly died. She kind of wants her dad. And I think I have that tea with my dad that I've been putting off for so long. And I kind of explained to him what happened and how I'm really happy with where I am, but I don't give off too much information that he kind of like speaks out. But I think I kind of explained that we solved this big mystery. we saved the day, me and my friends, and kind of, I think it ends on, for my character at least, getting him to give us the recognition that we deserve for it, but we don't put anyone in a situation where like we're sending people to prison or we've exposed this giant conspiracy. Like just enough. What do we think? Is that an okay way?
I think we absolutely need to expose the giant conspiracy, but we can do it in a way that keeps Clarice out of it if you want.
Would that be okay? And do we want, maybe I do a, father, you've never seen me as an investigator, you've never seen me as anything more than my brother's shadow, but I want you to let me and my team investigate what's going on with this big conspiracy that I found all on my own with my friends.
Beatrix, if you must, yes, you can have your distractions, whatever you want, please. Yes, I trust you. You did a good job.
Thank you, Daddy. I love you.
Yes, I love you too.
I think in the background, I'm going to lean into you guys while this is going on and be like, what are we going to do about Vance?
I mean, he is still very much out there, but
He'll find us.
Is
Or
he?
we'll find him.
Whichever. I think we will.
I think the main thing is for me, I need to
Go to sleep.
put this down, get some sleep, and I've got a business meeting I think I need to attend to tomorrow, don't I, Beatrice?
Yes, you do.
I think. Oh, sorry. Meh. I think probably not immediately after. I want to give Clarice some time to mourn properly. But one day I show up and I make it very clear to Clarice that, like, hey, your adamancy with how quickly you wanted results is what pushed people to burnout. And because I'm a little bit too, I'm a blunt person. I'm a very blunt object. And no charm ever takes effect on me. And I think that I do make her go through the process of research, and I make her garner an appreciation for the work. And I do spend the foreseeable future working with Lady Clarice to try to figure out if there is still some diabolic presence surrounding her. And I want to help her do that through the proper means, the proper channels, and absolutely no romantic interest.
William, what are you doing? What does the next few days look like for William?
The next few days, couple of things. One, I think I'm going to just put my ear to the ground to see what the fallout from all of this was, see if I can hear anything, any whispers of Vance or anything that I can bring back to Beatrice. And then more personally, I think once the dust has cleared, probably the next day or so, I'm going to invite Andrew to come to the hospital, and I'm going to bring him to meet my mother and introduce him as my friend, who's the one who helped her get in there.
That's very nice.
Oh.
Beatrix, the day after you have that tea with your father and you say how you're going to, solve this conspiracy and you're going to look into everything and, make a name for yourself. As you're all sitting in the Hearthfire Hall of Antiquities, a envelope gets pushed under the door.
I instantly go to open it, read it.
It is unmarked and it just says simply, I hear you've been asking questions. Questions are dangerous. A.V.
Can I say out loud? Questions are dangerous, but so is a fox.
And that is where we are going to end this game.
That's fun.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've had as much fun as we've had playing this. It's an amazing system, a really cool setting.
I had a really good time with it, yeah.
I had a really good time.
Yeah.
If you're interested, go check out the show description. Everything will be in there. Thanks again for Cubicle 7 for giving us this opportunity to show off this amazing system and world. Go check it out. Really cool. I think we had a lot of fun, and yeah, if you have enjoyed this, you can check out Hearthfire Tales. All our information will be down below as well. Check out our great guest. Do you want to give yourselves a little shout out as where people can find you?
Sure. So I'm J Media or Jordan Brown _media on Instagram, or I'm itscook.ie on TikTok. I'm a cosplayer and absolute nerd. And if you like to learn about how to build your own costumes and make your own props, you can head over to my stuff.
Apollo.
Very similar vein. My name is Apollo. You can find me on most social medias under @TallNerdApollo. I am an Irish cosplayer. Same deal here. TTRPG performer. Got it. Obviously, I hope that was clear. And
You do what?
this is my first time here. And voice actor. So if any of that interests you, or if you are a similar mythology nerd, you can find me there. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us,
really
guys. As I said, we're Hearthfire Tales. Just search Hearthfire Tales. You'll find us.
Yeah.
And we've got plenty of audio-only podcasts, other video content available to get your Hearthfire fix. And of course, we want to say thank you to our producer Pia for helping behind the scenes. Again, thanks to People 7 for the sponsorship and for giving us this opportunity. And thank you all for watching. Bye.
Hearthfire Detective Group out. That's what we're called.